Pam Roberts here, to christen our new men's Empire 8, which does not yet have a name on the bow, but it will have a name on the bow. So I apologize for that. But I'm getting to that. So this boat was named by our outgoing in the spring by the racing committee. Penelope Youngblood was the one that suggested this name, presented to the board, and we thought it was a wonderful idea in honor of the 50th anniversary of the Head of the Charles to name our new boat the 1965 Champion of the Charles, because we had several members of our club that were in that boat. Did you win that race? Yeah. Won that race in 1965. Potomac Senior. So we have worked to gather as many people as we can, and here we have Jim Edmonds, and taking photos is Miles Fawcett, whose father, Chip Fawcett, former club president, was also in the boat as well. So I'm going to turn it over to Ed Garris, who is the captain of the men's sweep team, to say a few words, and then we will christen the boat.
Well, it's an honor for me to be here today to talk to all of you about this. I, along with Pete Folger and Bill Kostoff, have had the distinct honor of retiring the Alan Rosenberg with a medal victory last fall, and putting the boat in the water that's here before you today for its first race at Diamond States to take home a gold medal. And so it's especially an honor for me to be here today with Mr. Edmonds, having had that opportunity.
Pause for a second.
There's three things that I want to leave you all with here today about what this means to the men's team to have the opportunity to race this magnificent piece of equipment. The first is the legacy of champions that we have at this club. Before we started our racing season this year, I told one of our boats racing in San Diego to go up to the boardroom and to go walk around and take a look at the pictures of all of the champions and national team members that we've had, and to understand that whenever you put your oar in the water for Potomac, you become a page in that history. And so as a team, we're greatly aware of those who have come before us, and we're really honored to be here today to pay tribute to this really extraordinary crew from the 1965 champion Chip 8's crew at the Head of the Charles. And in getting everyone together and getting some information on the crew, I learned a wonderful story that when they came across the line, supposedly no one believed they had won. Somebody thought there was an error in the timing system. That was, of course, borne out that they had indeed won. And I heard somebody say today, a crew of old guys. And so, you know, we take that kind of scrapper's attitude. We take that kind of scrapper's attitude to the line every day. We're going to have a couple of old guys in the boat that will row this in the Charles in a couple of weeks. We hold this crew, the 1965 champion of the Charles, as the gold standard for what we're looking for out of our eights. The second thing I want to leave you with is respect. We respect the kind of excellence that this crew embodied, both in what they did on the water and what they did in our club community. And so for every stroke and every day that we get on the water, we remember crews like this that have come before us, and we respect what they have done. And we try to emulate that both on the water and in life as well. And then lastly, I want to leave you with gratitude. We understand that it's a privilege to be granted the right to row this by our racing committee. This is a boat that doesn't belong to our team, but to our club. And so we see ourselves as stewards of it. And it's a privilege for us to take it to the line every time. I'm proud to say that this boat was a winner of 6 national titles, and until last weekend was undefeated before it lost a close head race to the Navy varsity. And I want to put a little pressure on some of my guys. We're going to put a really fast Club 8 to the line in this. We're going to put a really fast Club 8 to the line in 2 weeks at the Charles. And they're dedicating their race to the memory of this crew's excellence in its championship. So with that, thank you. Do the honors.
Very nice new boat.
Pretty high end here. Thank you. Before we all disappear, over here is, come here, I'm going to turn it and hope I don't drop it. This is a drawing that's been donated to the club from the Edmonds family, and I am going to read something that Eric Edmonds wrote when the family donated this drawing. I don't know if you can recognize the two gentlemen in here, but this goes back before the champion of the Charles to, this is Tony Johnson and Jim Edmonds, and let me just read what Eric wrote because I just thought it was great. 50 years ago, this October 10th, His Imperial Majesty, Emperor Hirohito, declared the 18th Olympiad, the first Olympic Games to be held in the Orient, open for competition. Moments later, a young 19-year-old man born in Hiroshima on the same day the atomic bomb was dropped ascended to the top of the stadium and lit the Olympic flame, symbolizing Japan's rebirth and its new place among nations. Thank you, everybody. We'll hold it here. Thank you much. And more importantly, two Potomac Boat Club members still today, were there to compete and witness it all. The Edmonds family has been in possession of a drawing that has been in their family of Tony and Jim and is offering it to the club. It is their understanding that the drawing is based on a photograph that was taken from the PBC dock, not this dock because it's been replaced more than once since then, I think, and a copy of the drawing accompanies a detailed account of their Olympic ordeal found in the 1965 National Association of Amateur Oarsmen Guide. Although they were favored to win, or at least do very well, unfortunately they did not make it to the final. But it's a great story and one that reminds us of the history and legacy of Potomac Boat Club and its members in the world of rowing. So, this is apparently Jim Edmonds' day. We're not going to pull him around. And Tony Johnson, come down here. You should have come down here. I'm sorry, Tony Johnson. So, can't you see? There they are.